Real Madrid have turned one striker sale into one of the smartest deals of their summer. Gonzalo Garcia is leaving for €40 million, while Carlos Espi arrives from Levante for €25 million. But this is not simply about banking €15 million. Madrid believe Espí solves a problem Gonzalo could not. Real Madrid officially announced Espí on July 30th and handed him a contract until 2031. He arrives after scoring 20 goals across 66 senior appearances for Levante. But why did Madrid move so quickly for a striker who was barely established in La Liga months ago? That is what we are here to talk about today. This is why Real Madrid signed Carlos Espi. First of all, Madrid needed a different type of centre-forward. Kylian Mbappe remains the clear starter, while Endrick can also operate through the middle. What Mourinho lacked was a tall, natural penalty box striker who could alter the attack without forcing Madrid to rebuild their entire system. Espí gives him exactly that. He offers an emergency option when Madrid need to simplify a difficult match late in games. The 21-year-old stands at 1.94 meters. He is right-footed, physically strong and comfortable, playing with his back to goal. More importantly, he wants to operate between the centre-backs. He attacks crosses, competes for second balls, and makes repeated movements across the 6-yard box. Many modern forwards want to drift wide or drop into midfield. Espí can leave the box, but his main value is simpler. He occupies defenders and looks for the finish. He was born in Tavernes de la Valdiña and developed at UD Alzira before joining Levante's academy in 2022. He made his first-team debut in February 2024, then scored 6 league goals as Levante earned promotion the following season. However, his breakthrough was never guaranteed. Before last season, Espí was close to leaving because regular minutes appeared unlikely. He had been linked with a loan to Mirandés, but he stayed and fought for his place. That decision changed his career. After Luis Castro took charge, Espí moved ahead in the rotation and became one of La Liga's biggest surprises. He finished with 11 goals, including 10 during the final 13 league match days. Those goals helped Levante survive and earned him La Liga's Best Under-23 Player award. That is relevant because he will face a similar challenge in Madrid. He will not begin as the first-choice striker. His minutes may arrive in short bursts, cup matches, and difficult league games when Mourinho needs something different. Espí has already shown he can remain patient and still make an impact. His greatest strength is his movement inside the penalty area. He constantly changes position while the ball travels. He may begin between the centre-backs, move towards one defender's blind side, then accelerate towards the near post. If the delivery is delayed, he can pull away and attack the space behind the second defender. A Cognia tactical analysis placed him in the 96th percentile for occupying finishing spaces inside the box and the 87th percentile for runs behind the defensive line. Those numbers explain how he scored regularly for a Levante side that created fewer chances than Madrid should. Against deep defenses, he can attack crosses. Against higher lines, he can run behind. When Madrid play directly, he can challenge in the air. He is also more mobile than the target man label suggests. Espí presses defenders aggressively and will run into the channels. Cognia placed him in the 83rd percentile for pressure on the ball carrier. That matters to Mourinho because a substitute cannot become a passenger whenever Madrid lose possession. That flexibility is one reason Mourinho reportedly supported the signing. Mourinho has not yet given a detailed public assessment of Espí, so it would be misleading to invent a dramatic quote. However, multiple reports say Espí was a specific profile requested by the coach, a powerful number 9 with similarities to Joselu. Espí's father also revealed that Mourinho asked to meet the family when the deal was completed, then personally took Carlos towards his first training session. It suggests the coach wanted him to feel immediately involved. Mourinho's interest makes sense. Espí is not arriving to imitate Mbappe. With Mbappe, Madrid can attack space with speed. With Espí, they can pin the centre-backs, deliver into the box and fight for rebounds. Mourinho could even use both together late in matches. Now, there is another reason why this signing makes sense, and we will get to that in a second. But if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, go do that right away so you never miss out on our latest Real Madrid content. Done? Okay, now back to the video. There was significant competition for Espí. Hull City were reportedly closest and had advanced negotiations before Madrid entered the picture. Bologna, Lazio, Brighton and Leeds were also linked, although not every report represented a formal offer. The €25 million release clause created urgency. Once Madrid decided Espí matched Mourinho's request, waiting risked another club completing the deal first. The transfer moved quickly, with Espí going from Premier League discussions to training at Valdebebas within days. So, does he have a genuine chance to start? Yes, but probably not every week. Mbappe remains Madrid's main striker, and Endrick will expect opportunities. Espí's first route into the team should come through rotation, the Copa del Rey, congested schedules and matches against opponents who defend very deep. That role may suit his development. Espí is still improving technically. His passing can become cleaner, his combinations outside the area need work, and he will face less open space than he found at Levante. That is where the comparison with Gonzalo becomes important. Gonzalo may currently be the more complete all-round forward. He can move wide, combine with teammates, and contribute across a larger area. It is reasonable to argue that his long-term ceiling is at least as high as Espí's, but Madrid were not choosing between two players for the same career plan. Gonzalo wanted a clearer opportunity to start. Remaining behind Mbappe and competing for occasional minutes could have slowed his progress. Fulham can offer him a more prominent role under Álvaro Arbeloa, a coach who knows him well. Espí arrives with different expectations. He understands he is joining as a rotational striker. He can accept limited starts, learn under Mourinho, and contribute through a specific set of strengths. That makes the operation more logical than it first appears. Fulham are reportedly paying €40 million plus €2 million in possible variables for 70% of Gonzalo's rights. Madrid retained the remaining 30% and a preferential route to bring him back. Madrid then spent €25 million on Espí. The difference between the fixed fees is €15 million. That should not automatically be called pure profit because wages, commissions and accounting treatment still matter. But the business is clear. Madrid have replaced one reserve striker with another, brought in a profile Mourinho wanted, generated a substantial fee difference and kept exposure to Gonzalo's future value. If Gonzalo becomes a star in England, Madrid still benefit from the percentage they retained. If Espí develops rapidly, they will have secured a 21-year-old La Liga goalscorer for a controlled price. Levante also win. They receive the largest transfer fee generated by one of their academy players. Espí gets the opportunity of a lifetime. Gonzalo gets the starts he wanted. Fulham acquire a forward around whom they can build. That is why the deal can work even if nobody can prove which striker has the higher ceiling. All in all, Real Madrid signed Carlos Espi because he fills a footballing need and a business need at the same time. He offers height, box movement, aerial strength, pressing and finishing. He can back up Mbappe without demanding to replace him immediately, while giving Mourinho a weapon Madrid previously lacked. His link play still needs development, but Madrid are not asking him to carry the attack from day one. They are asking him to win duels, attack crosses, take his chances and grow into the role. Considering what the club earned from Gonzalo, what it retained in his future, and what Espí can already provide, the logic is easy to understand. But what do you think? Has Real Madrid improved its striker depth, or should the club have kept Gonzalo? And how many goals do you expect Carlos Espi to score in his first season at the Bernabeu? Get in the comments and talk to us. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye. Football fans, this is the deal you don't want to miss. Whether you're hunting for an iconic World Cup jersey or the colours of your favourite club, Goal90 Shop has the perfect pick for you. And right now, everything is a flat 15% off, with free shipping anywhere in the world. So don't wait. Hit the link in the description, head over to Goal90 Shop and grab your favourite jersey today.